Hello and welcome to another video. So there's been a slight issue. I've been talking into the mic for 5 minutes, but the video hasn't been saved. So it's gonna be a retry, but at least now I know what to expect with your account. So today we're gonna review Toufiqk's account for the second time for me. I guess I can speed over this now because I don't really have to think, I know everything. Your attack speed is basically 20%, no actually 15% overcapped. Your crit rate is a bit low, crit damage is a bit too high, your attack stats look great. Ignore defense is fine, but you can lose like 8%, maybe 10%. Ignore dodge, you can't change that, and you have 22% pierce for your attack stats. For defense you have 22 dodge, that's great. 20 all defense, that's okay. 44 max HP, that's awesome, that's very high. Also useful for Hulk. The rest doesn't really matter, but you do have a bit too high lightning resist, so I would aim to lose as much of that as possible. And your cooldown is a bit low here, but you do have it capped on your swords. Speaking of swords, you have perfect purple. You have 5 green, 3 orange. This is what I wanted you to change. Because if you go over here, if you go from a 3 to a 4 orange, that's already 3% physical attack, which is very useful because you have lots of physical attack characters like Null, Carnage, Venom, Wolverine, Gwenpool, Spider-Gwen. All these useful characters that are just losing 3% attack. So you should change that. Then your character looks fine basically, ISO is fine. The only thing I wanted you to change is add a bonus physical attack down here. Because you can equip 2 of a kind for Euros, but not Odin's Blessing. So you can only equip one of this, and one of this. But you can equip 2 of these, the regular ones. You can equip 2 of them, so you can just add another one as the 5th option. Here you can add 2 more. I would basically advise you to do 2 physical attacks or 2 HPs. Here you can do 1 more physical attack or 1 more HP. And this is what I was talking about, like you have double HP here. You can just do this on every optional. Your Mighty Greed looks awesome. You have double 150 with speed and universal first, so it's awesome. And 30% ignore enemy damage decrease or whatever. It's also good. You have a good striker. So Null is basically perfectly built. The only thing I was a little bit suspicious about, but it's on all of your characters, is that you haven't done anything with the elite gear yet. And I see that you have played the game an hour ago. I'm gonna have to go back. Right here. You played the game 2 hours ago, so I suspect that you do play Robust Legend. And you should. So my question is, are you waiting on a guide? Or do you just not know that this exists? Or are you waiting on a character that you're building right now? I don't judge. You can do whatever you want. I was like, wait a minute, why is he not using this on any of his characters? But I guess we'll find out in the comments soon. Also, speaking of comments, like, subscribe and comment. And also join the Discord. We're close to 250 subscribers. And if I reach that, then I will tier for a character of your choice, which you can vote right now. The millisecond this video is out, you can still vote into Discord. And I may post it on YouTube too, and then like look at the averages, but that's how it's gonna work. Thank you, Ribdagu. So your Sentry is next. I would raise this uniform rank up to Mythic. Type enhancement is awesome. His ISO looked good. I don't think there were any issues, no. Here you do have 5. Here you only have 4, so I would advise an energy attack. Here you can do an HP, because you already have double energy attack and double crit damage. And here you can do 1 more HP or 1 more energy attack, depending on if you want him to be more tanky or more or dealing more damage. Also shout out YOLO for bringing Gladiator to tier 4 immediately. He was so fast, he couldn't even spell out will before he tier 4'd him. Alright, I would get the artifacts if you can, but they're not mandatory, they only increase some damage dealt. Basically that's all I wanted to say about these two, the big PvP metas. And this is about how far I got in the video before it got, well, deleted. Because I had to delete like 10 recordings because I didn't have any storage. Here's where I find an issue. Why is this just a regular ISO 8? You should awaken this one, and this one to get the max buff on Power Friendly Hawk. And yeah, they're okay on the other two. You do have a 4-star artifact, which is very nice. CTP of Rage 0.9, that's awesome. No physical attack anywhere. But again, you only have 4 on these 3 gears. You only have 4 of them. You can get 5, so maybe you need more crit rate or more HP or whatever. I wouldn't really put HP on her unless you're dying with her often. Uniform rank and type enhancement are A-okay. You have a 4-star Wolverine artifact, which you can use in PvP. You have a 180 proc with bonus crit rate, awesome. Here you could put more HP on him or more crit rate if you need it. Here you can put more crit rate or more HP. But also replace this with a higher quality if you need more crit rate. Here you can put more HP on him and more crit rate if you need it. And again, here more HP and or crit rate. Also fixes ISO 8, and that's basically it. You can also get more type enhancement, but for speed types it isn't really necessary. Like, that's basically just Spider-Man and maybe like 2 other characters that I'm forgetting. So Quicksilver, Spider-Man, and someone else, Morbius. I'm just kidding. Then we have type 6 on Strange. We have a Mighty Rage 200 and 0.9, awesome. Actually, wait, no. Can you get above 0.9 on Mighty Rage? I know you can on Brilliant, but can you? No, you can't, okay. So this is basically a perfect roll on Strange, awesome. We have a 3-star artifact, which doesn't really do much, but it's something. You have everything capped here. Here you miss 1. Here you miss 1. And here you miss 1. You can put more crit damage, crit rate, attack speed, whatever you need. Size weight is capped. I don't see no, that's physical defense, okay. So no physical attack anywhere. Basically perfect. Good striker. A-okay. Next one. Gambit I wouldn't really bother with. Just use Storm. So in my opinion you can unequip this. Unless you specifically need Blast Mail Hero Mutant. But I don't think you really need him anywhere, so I would equip this. Don't even really bother with the ISO 8 or the Uru. You don't have any Wooding's Blessings, thank God. Then we come to the big one, Storm. 200 0.9, perfect. 4-star artifact, really good. We have no physical attack anywhere, right? No. Full energy attack, full energy, hold up. You can put 1 more energy attack here to maximize her damage. Also 1 more energy attack here. And this one is perfect. You can replace this crit damage with an energy attack if you need more energy attack and if your crit damage is capped, because I don't think next to 63% crit damage you need more crit damage. Like, at that point I think you're capped, dude, but if you need it, then you need it, I guess. Then we come to Carnage, Mighty Refinement, 12%. I'm not sure about that, I believe it's 15 on the Mighty. Yeah, 15 is the cap. Is 12 bad? Like, if you're actively using him and if you think he's good in PvP, then you should reroll this to 15, but honestly, I think you can keep it. Alright, yeah, also fix the size weight, and if you have a uniform ticket, you can put it on him. Or who was the other one? Was it Gambit? Yeah, no, I wouldn't really put it on either of them. Maybe save up for Luna if you're gonna whale out. Next up we have Hulk with a regular Rage, 0.9, 4-star artifact, really good. Double HP, double HP, double HP. Finally we have double HP, perfect. You don't have a striker. Maybe you weren't using him or you were using a striker somewhere else. I don't know. We do not really care about any of this, but you do have HP on these three. It's probably intentional, so good job on that. Then we have Venom with a 1% in bonus crit damage. Why do you need so much crit damage? He has like 100% crit damage at this point. 63. Plus 10 you go to Venom with 35. It's like a bonus 100% crit damage. And I'm willing to bet he has some on his uniform too, so... I think you're overdoing crit damage a little, but at least this 1% is really good. Double physical attack, you can put an Odin's Blessing, not Obelisk on him. Then right here you can put Obelisk on him again. No, Odin's Blessing. If you have some spare ones for physical attack. Because I think that's the only thing you need. I would fix his ISO 8, get him to Mythic. And that's about it. Also, he also doesn't have a striker. Then we have Iron Man, who is not really that important anymore. Just checking if I see any mistakes with physical attack, but no. Yeah, I guess with this uniform you can use the mini rage. Then we come to Gwenpool, who I still haven't bought. 0.9 really good. She's a physical attack character, so we're looking out for any energy attacks, but no. Okay, yeah, you can get her uniform to Mythic, but that's about everything. Spider-Gwen is kind of useless at this point. Maybe for newer players, but I mean at this point with your account. Well, I mean, you don't have Luna. Do you? No, you don't. In that case, Spider-Gwen is still useful for you. But I would recommend getting Luna if you're not a free-to-play player. Then we come to Ghost Rider with Mighty Judgment, 40 and 200. I seriously cannot memorize any CTPs, but it is 40. I thought it was way higher. Yeah, the Judgment is 70, okay. With a Brilliant, I can't even speak anymore. You do have bonus flame damage on him. Bonus flame damage here too. So that's basically really good. You have type 6 enhancement, which you can use in PvP and PvE with the Verbose Legend pluses. You don't have his artifact, so I don't think you're using him in PvP. In which case, this build is basically perfect. Alright, next up we have Thor, the God of Thunder. The King of Mighty Patiences. We have lightning damage, ignore dodge, 0.8 mini rage. Honestly, unless you're using a rage or a judgment, it doesn't get about, and this is basically perfect for him. You have double energy attack, two energy attack, okay. 2 energy attack right here, 1 and 2. Bring that to Mighty, bring these to Awakened, and in that case you should be fine. You don't have his artifact, but it's not really that big of a deal. Then we have Thanos, who I would get the newest uniform for. I wouldn't really go as far as to get the April Fool's uniform. It's a bit too overpriced. It's 2,500 crystals. For basically a middling uniform, you can just use Loki or Null. But if you really want to build the Mad Titan, then you can level up his ISO 8, get the new uniform, and then bring that to Mythic. You do have a 3-star artifact, which is pretty good. And you have invincibility, okay, and guard break immunity. This is a good obelisk. Then you have Jean, get her newest uniform, give her a rage, power from the Hulk, overdrive, or Hawkeye, but you already picked overdrive. Type 4 enhancement is okay. Basically just get her newest uniform, give her some gears, give her ISO 8 and give her a rage. Not a judgment, purely rage. Then we have Spider-Man. I don't think he's that important. You have guard break immunity, 180 proc. You can fix his ISO 8, but he's not tier 4 yet, and I wouldn't really advise you to tier 4 him. I think your next tier 4 should probably be Jean, then Hela, then Thanos if you decide to buy one of his uniforms. And after that, I really don't know your interests. Like, you seem like a player that also does PvE content, but also PvP. So, like me, you spread out, you try to do every possible content that you can. That isn't completely boring like AC. Then you have Hela, Mighty CTB of Destruction, 100 proc and 200 proc. Pretty good. Actually, no, I believe this is one of the best. You can get 120 here, but it's basically the same. What is this? Why does she not have any gears? Or Euro or whatever these are called. Maybe you're only using her as a support with sometimes PvP on the side. But why would you put a CTP on a support? Anyways, tell me down below in the comments. Just put the timestamp here, like 1640 or something. Loki, get his newest uniform, give him a rage, mini rage, or that's it, I think. Rage or mini rage. Taskmaster, you can get her newest uniform, but you can also skip that uniform because this is also pretty good. Sharon, is this the newest one or the one before? This is the light series armor. I have no clue, but if this is the newest one, mythic her uniform and get some ISO 8. And also some energy attack. No, actually you do have two. 2 energy attack. 2 right here and 2 right here. I'm gonna skip these couple of characters until maybe you have some support CTPs here. Yes, we got one insight. Double 20, really good. That's basically the best roll. Double 20. To be honest, if you only get super villain with 20%, that's already perfect. You don't have to go for both. One is enough. Only super villain is enough. Because White Fox, unless you use her in PvP with maybe Sentry and Team Battle Arena, I don't think you really need this. Don't remove this, but if you don't have enough obelisks to reroll it to perfection, then you can just keep the supervillain for PvE content. Yeah, next we have a couple of skips. Shadow Shell, don't do anything with her. Same with these couple of characters. With these two you can use them, but they're very niche. Why do you have Kingpin's artifact on them? Do we have Agent Venom? You do have his 4-star artifact, which is pretty good. I think you're only using it as a support. Nothing is really necessary, but if you get a Insight or Liberation with PvP roll, you can put it on him. Dazzler, you can give her an Insight or Liberation. I prefer her with an Insight, but you can do either. Same with Sif. Same with Valkyrie and M'Baku, but you already have one on Valkyrie. Yeah, I think you're using these characters in PvP too. Because you're going for double 20. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was everything. Alright guys, so if you want your account reviewed, go ahead and submit them into Discord. That's the only way. I do make exceptions sometimes, but that's not guaranteed. So if you can, join the Discord and leave your account review. No, your account review request into Discord. Vote on my next tier 4 because I'm kind of clueless as to what to do next. And I will see you guys in the next one. So like, subscribe, join the Discord, hit the bell. Comment down below what you think, and Toufiqk, and answer my questions, and please watch this video because it cost me 20 minutes of my life. And that's about all I wanted to say. So if you made it to the very end, thanks so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.